and it's ready to burst at any moment. And we've seen a few examples of when Sahir loses it, he really loses it. So, what do you? I mean, I've seen you, so this is just basically for the audiences that watch you. When we did that scene where you're basically, you know, I mean, obviously table उठाने वाला scene तो आया ही नहीं था जैसे मेरे BTS में था.
हाँ, that see, it was basically when you flow with it, and you are little lost and little aware of what is the command given to you. Because what happens is you have to be aware, because if you are running out of the frame, if you are doing things which are not either lit properly or there is something behind, then the camera person will say, you know, please be a little here and there. So you have to be a little aware and at the same time lose yourself into the scene completely, so that, because otherwise you will not, if you will not feel it, you will not be able to do it. So
how do you do it? I mean, for me it's a very fascinating aspect.
Right.
Considering that...
See, initially it is very... I mean, if I have reached a little amount of, you know, comfort zone in terms of being in front of camera today, it is because I faced that first day of being absolutely uncomfortable. And, you know, मेरा पहला शो ममता, जिस दिन मैं शूट पे पहुंच रहा था, मुझे याद है, I was thinking, आज तो मैं कर दूंगा, आज कुछ कमाल करूँगा. You know, acting was always like, I thought acting is easy. I thought that I could, you know, act. So I went with a lot of those, I'll show it today, I'll do it today, you know, आज तो मैं बन ही जाऊँगा, कुछ कर ही दूँगा, आज मैं झंडे गाड़ूँगा.
सही बात.
And वहाँ पहुँचने के बाद the first scene was, I had to walk inside my room. I was playing a married man. थोड़ा सा नहीं, negative टाइप का कैरेक्टर था. तो वो आता है कमरे के अंदर, उसे आके अपनी वाइफ को हक करना है. दिस इज द आई वाज अ लिटिल शाय.
You were a little shy. अभी तुम बहुत modest हो रहे हो. I still feel that you're still a shy guy.
मतलब at least not in front of camera today. मतलब otherwise it's, मतलब in front of the camera I've learned to be a little better now. You know, I was bad. So I walked in. I was supposed to walk inside. I was supposed to hug and do some kuchiku essay and then roll and fall on the bed. And she was supposed to fall on me like this. And then I have to, you know, I have to dig information out of her. So this was the scene, and my first scene. This guy enters. आओ अंदर. So scene actually चालू हुआ. मैं आया अंदर, जाके मैंने पकड़ा उसे, अपनी वाइफ को ऐसे. पहले डायरेक्टर ने कट
जब मैं वाइट करती हूँ. अब फिर से दिखा.
ओके, सो मैं कमरे के अंदर आया. मैंने आकर, मुझे अपनी वाइफ को हग करना था, तो मैं आके उसे आया और आके ऐसे आई हग्ड हर, लाइक ओके आई एम हगिंग यू. सो देन कट हुआ. डायरेक्टर सर आए. पहली चीज़ सर ने बोला कि भाई साहब आप आए हो कमरे में, दरवाज़ा थोड़ा बंद करो, यू वांट टू, यू नो, डिग इन्फॉर्मेशन आउट ऑफ हर, ये वो. अच्छा, इतना तो कभी सोचा ही नहीं था. मैंने तो सोचा था लाइन ये ऐसे करना है. ओके, सो वो किया. वापस आया. फिर डायरेक्टर सर ने करके बताया, भाई कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मारेगी नहीं, काटेगी नहीं, कुछ नहीं करेगी. यू नो, व्हाई यू स्कैर्ड? नहीं सर, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. मैं क्या बोलूँ, इस बात का डर होना कि मैं कैसे. सो आफ्टर लाइक सम 4-5 टाइम्स एंड बहुत सारा जलील एंड गालियाँ पढ़ने के बाद, मतलब हार्ड में जाके पकड़ लिया. fall on me, and then I have to dig information. Now I was trying to remember my lines, and I was remembering my lines and asking her, you know what, ये कैसे हुआ, वो तो शाइना भाभी का something. I actually forgot.
You don't remember Shaina Bhavi is good enough for me.
You know, I forgot in the whole thing. I forgot that I was remembering the lines and I was saying. थोड़ी देर में फिर कट हुआ. फिर सर ने बोला, तुम क्या चंबी कर रहे हो, उसको मालिश कर रहे हो. I was actually doing this to her. And ऐसे. मैं कहा, okay. Then I realized, you know, by the end of that scene, the whole set was laughing at me. I was laughing with them and myself, and I was laughing at myself for thinking that acting is easy. Trust me, मतलब the first time when you face now, you don't realize what hit you, because all your life you thought it's comparatively it can be tough, but not this tough.
Not this tough.
So that is why the first time you are actually taken by a bouncer.
How the heck do you guys do this day in and day out? I mean, I have seen you be in the moment, and I'm going to bring the dance thing here. Maybe I can put a clip or two where you're here और वो तुम्हें धक्का लगता है. I mean, as in internalizing धक्का वाला scene है, where she's gone away, leaving and saying that I don't love you, and you fall back onto the pillar. And when he said cut, there was probably, I could count 5 seconds where you were still there. You had heard him, it was cut, you were off, but you were still not off that mood or mode. How often does that happen to you?
See, you know what happens is every time you try to achieve a certain emotion or to feel a certain emotion, sometimes you can't. So you're struggling with it. And sometimes you can. And when you can, you don't want to let go of it, because that's actually giving you the whole idea of how you're supposed to do it. So it's almost like I'm feeling it and I'm observing myself as to what is happening. Till when do I want to, I feel like, you know, it's almost like looking at myself, observing myself, what I'm feeling and how, because I feel emotions and action, your moments are kind of, it's a chain, it's a cycle. So when you can't get the emotion right, you need to know how will you move yourself that you will feel that way.
Right.
Or you need to know the emotions exactly. When you feel that, body will
automatically follow.
So
good point.
it's a cycle.
Good tips for people who want to be actors.
See, you know, by the end of it, I have realized that every now and then you learn a little trick, which maybe you don't feel that, you know, it adds to your performance today. But when you look at it from a, you know, like after 5 years and after 10 years, you will realize कि यार वो छोटी चीज़ें जो आपको तब काम आई थी, जो तब समझ में आई थी, आज आप बता सकते हैं. आप किसी को जाके बोलोगे कि यार ये काम कर, ऐसा कर, ये कर. You will not be able to even explain why you're saying, but it's so become your part of
your psyche or your being. Yeah.
You exactly know now. Okay, this is how I need to do to get this. You have got a little more control. You know, slowly, every day practicing that small little thing. I think slowly now I have a little more control than what I had, and I think I will have better control. I still want to do a few things which are not happening.
True. I mean, I feel as a human being, whatever work or craft we follow,
Especially craft.
we learn every day.
Yes.
Because unless you keep learning, there is no growth, and unless you grow, you will not improve at what you're doing today.
Right. And
If I can take a picture of you at a certain angle, I mean, I don't know how many times I have told you this, you're my subject. And I keep staring at you, and which I've told you the first day.
And comment on weird things, and I'll be wondering कि
ये कब देखा?
ये क्यों बोला? Why this from where? How did this happen?
So I mean, I know that a couple of times I must have shocked you when I said this doesn't look right, and like, why is she saying this? And I'm like, I'm just looking at you from top to bottom. And I remember one of the scenes, and I said white में भी shoes के laces नहीं बंधे थे, सिर्फ मैंने देखा था और किसी ने नहीं देखा था. मैंने बोला hopefully कोई और देखेगा नहीं scene में. Maybe you guys want to go and look that scene up. मैंने BTS में तो डाला है. वो BTS डालेगी मुझे याद नहीं है, लेकिन डाल दूंगी. मैं भी इसमें काम
No, but I usually don't try my.
All your fans obviously know the reason behind that. I do, but maybe you want to tell again why you don't. आज तो बंधे हुए हैं laces.
Now, you know, like I have, like once I come and I get ready. Now, so whatever is required for the scene, I'll do it, do that mehnat for it. But otherwise, I can't. It's sorted. It's like shoes which are more like chappals, but I can't wear chappals, so I have to wear shoes. They have to be absolutely convenient.
Best loafers for you. Slip on, right? No laces on it.
Yeah, but I like white shoes somehow. They have to be white.
Nice. Nice.
And I was talking about craft when we were talking about craft. I think craft is the only, you know, it's art as a genre or as anybody who does something creative, artistic, which requires kala, more than technique, which requires you will, it is something which you will always try to do a better job. A painter will never want to paint the same painting. He will always want to paint a better one. A director will always want to, an actor will always want to. So, I think anyone, till the time that art is alive inside, will never stop learning, because you always want to make a better.
सही बेचारा अकाउंटेंट को बोले बेटा नंबर्स में क्या कारीगरी करेगा, कुछ नहीं कर सकता.
कुछ नहीं कर
Maybe
सकता.
he can create a process where there are things like Excel में macros develop हो गए कि जल्दी काम.
हाँ, जल्दी काम हो, and उसके बाद maybe he can, if he has got so much of time and he has that, thing in him.
But that's again a creative field.
Yeah, then he will start decorating it, presenting it better. It will be like a shock for the. अच्छा दिख रहा है यार, नंबर क्या फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
सही बात. So yeah, I mean, a stage job like an accountant would, again, it would take a creative mind to make things more flexible or more faster.
If you're not applying your heart, then there will not be anything creative about it. It will not be special. It will be like everybody else, anybody else, and it will be more like machine. Because when you're doing something like a technique and for a reason, like it's a checklist, so that's what machine do. I think human beings are supposed to make it ours. Our job has to be like, we are so soaked into it that we love doing it. Our heart is in it. Then it becomes fun. I think any job, and I sincerely thank God, because I don't know what else I could have done where I could have been so happy doing it.
So true.
It's the only thing I have realized in my life most of the times, that this gives me happiness doing this. And in spite of all, there's a whole different story to how much it takes a toll on you, everything. But nevertheless, by the end of it, I'm lucky, I'm blessed to be doing